Welcome, Libra Rising Signs, to your August astrology video. I'm Cosmic Girl. Trust you're doing well, and thank you for being here. We're going to jump right into it this month. We're going to talk about planets and transits and what it all means for you as a Libra Rising sign. Welcome, Libra Rising Signs, to your August astrology video. Chart ruler Venus is cruising through Cancer with Jupiter in the natal 10th house, right at the top of your chart. So the focus is on heart and soul. What is it about your career, your professional life, your public name and identity that you love, that you want to nurture and protect? What is it about safety and security that is oh so near and dear to you in the month of August? Well, with Jupiter and Venus, the two benefic planets cruising through your natal 10th house, it'll be easy for you to intuit through your body and how your body responds in kind to all of this drive and passion towards your career and being seen in a more softer, nurturing light. Beautiful transit when chart ruler Venus is cruising through Cancer with Jupiter until the 25th, because this month your chart ruler Venus moves on into mighty Leo. But until then, you have the two benefics cruising and swooning and really identifying what gives you nourishment and support in a public capacity. What is it about your professional arena that's really nurturing and emotional fulfilling? That's what you're seeking, and you will be damned if you have anything less until the 25th of August. For the whole month of August, we have outer planet Uranus sextiling Saturn and Neptune retrograde. So, for the whole month, we may experience Libra rising sign. Other people in your life and relationships, be them intimate or otherwise, are on the move, be it mentally, physically, or spiritually. With Uranus connecting nicely to your relationships house and other people, indicates that people that you surround yourself with are on the move. They're active, they're inspired to get involved with the world at large for the whole month. And that's good because your chart ruler Venus is in the 10th house, where you are really focused on putting your best foot forward, even though others are out dancing in the world or the eases for the month. Pluto's cruising through your natal fifth house of Aquarius in a retrograde for the whole month of August. Pluto in Aquarius is fantastic for getting down to brass tacks in regards to identifying what you love and what you hold near and dear to your heart and what you actually create. This is really good for intimacy and DMs with this transit. But from the 1st to the 12th, when Pluto is sextiling Saturn retrograde, it can be difficult to communicate with other people and relationships in your life of any nature when they're so focused on the outside world. So be it. You just simply need to jump in on the conversation and take more of an interest in what they're doing. From the 1st to the 31st, we have Pluto sextiling Neptune, again from your relationships house. So this indicates from the 1st to the 31st to keep the communication lines clear and open, to not have any confusion or put your lovely little heart in a spin of doubt. On the 1st, we have your chart ruler Venus squaring off with Saturn and Neptune. It's not that we don't support those near and dear to us in regards to giving them a leg up and believing in what they believe in pursuing the world at large. But when they are not available for us, we can get a little melancholy, for better words. So watch on the 1st of August for feeling a little bit left behind. On the 6th, your chart ruler Venus now ingresses into Libra, which is your natal first house, until the 22nd of September. On this day, when Mars ingresses into your first house, he is trining Uranus and opposing Saturn and Neptune. In short, this is all about keeping the faith and doing what you have to do to get a job done on the 6th of August. So now let's talk about Mars's transit in Libra in your natal first house from the 6th to the 22nd. Now, Mars will give you the energy, the drive, the enthusiasm to start engaging with things that you know you have left on the back burner. This is action time now when Mars is in your first house. And if you are ready to go to the gym, maybe put 2 kilos on the dumbbells, maybe not 17. It's that kind of transit when Mars can have us feeling a little bit more stronger than we may actually be. So easy does it if you're starting out a new fitness routine from the 6th to the 22nd of September. Now, Mars in Libra is an interesting transit. Mars is in your own sign. So you will feel the energy, the drive, and you may feel a little bit more passionate than usual with this transit. Enjoy it for better or worse. You're literally on fire. On the 9th, we have our first lunation of the month, and it's a full moon in Aquarius, lighting up that natal fifth house of joy and pleasure at 17 degrees. Mars is trining Pluto retrograde on the day of this lunation. Well, well, well. If you've been playing it cool in the bedroom, this is the day when it all comes undone. You may find yourself uncharacteristically more loving and more open to the spicier side of life on the 9th. With the full moon lighting up your natal fifth house in Aquarius, it's all about intellectual stimulation. You're seeking pillow talk, not rough and tough sex. This is interesting because that full moon in the fifth house, where Saturn is in the seventh house of relationships and other people, this can also indicate a moment of DMs, heart to hearts that just have to be done. No one likes a waiting game, especially a cardinal sign like yours, Libra rising sign. So if you felt like you've been waiting for the cosmic green light, you've been waiting for a response or an answer, it lands on the 11th of August when Mercury stations direct, Venus and Jupiter conjunct, and Mercury and Mars are in harmony. Moving forward, there is confidence. There is an absolute deal being signed on a dotted line on the 11th, and you are oh so glad this has finally come to a resolution and a peaceful and beautiful day on the 11th of August. From the 12th to the 31st, Uranus is trining Pluto, indicating that it's time to open up, and this simply means open up the communication lines from the 12th to the 31st. You're on notice that there's going to be a lot of communication swimming around you. This is text messages, emails, so much talking on the phone. Expect things to escalate with communication from the 12th to the 31st with Uranus trining retrograde Pluto. On the 22nd, the Sun ingresses into Virgo, lighting up your natal 12th house until the 22nd of September. Now, Virgo is a no nonsense zodiac sign. It just likes to do what it does, but do what it does well. But this is your natal 12th house Libra rising. So, what can happen here for 4 weeks with the Sun in your natal 12th is you knowing when to take the work hat off and knowing when to put it back on. This transit is fantastic for taking the sabbaticals when you need to, but jumping straight back into life when you feel like you're up to it. Really nice transit for you with the Sun in Virgo in your natal 12th house from the 22nd of August to the 22nd of September. Time to recuperate, but not too much. There's still a lot going on. On the 23rd, we have a magical new moon. It's at 0 degrees of Virgo, conjuncting the fixed star Regulus. Powerful. And this new moon, yes, is in that natal 12th house with the Sun. With a new moon in your 12th house, this is a quiet, emotional day just for you where you can light a candle, burn some incense, shut down the world, and tune into you. If you are ready to take more control over things that have had control over you, this is the day where it feels like it's make or break time. It's up to you moving forward, Libra rising sign on the 23rd of what's good enough for you and simply what is not. On the 24th, the Sun squares off with Uranus. Well, there's nothing worse than being called to action when all you want to do is navel gaze and tune into the tarot cards. But on the 24th, it's that kind of day when disruption is the tonic. On the 25th, Venus ingresses into Leo, leaving jolly Jupiter to do his magic in your natal 10th house until the 30th of June 2026. Happy days. Now your focus from the 25th to September 19 is on the fun. Where are all your friends? Where has everyone gone? Oh my God, Libra rising sign. Have you been too focused on your career? No pointing fingers, but this is where you may start to see that everyone's left you to your own devices kind of transit when Venus ingresses into Leo. Cup DM seize the day. Maybe it's time to knock shoulders with different people, places, and faces and indulge with things that you love. Take yourself out to a concert or a spa day. Sky's the limit with Venus in Leo, and you're all up for the fun. But don't forget all the hard work you've been doing. This is calling you into balance from the 25th to September 19. When your chart ruler does ingress into Leo on the 25th, she's having some interesting conversations. She's trining Saturn and Neptune, she's sextiling Uranus, and she's opposing to Pluto. All in all, this is whoever wants to come and play with me kind of day, please come. But I'm certainly not going to overcommit or be dragged down by things that are too tedious. Really nice day on the 25th of August. That's your astrology for the month of Libra rising. I trust you have a fabulous one. If you'd like to work one on one with me, I can be contacted at cosmicgirl101 at protonmail.com. Till next time, stay cosmic.